You are now the superior cuber. But I thought that's why people keep tuning in, is our banter.
I think they keep tuning in because we're both idiots.
Yeah. Yeah.
This could be a complete dumpster fire. Shall we rutabaga? I'm just going to drink my coffee.
Keep drinking your coffee.
Are you ready?
I know this is pre-rutabaga, but you can splice this in.
We may just do it all pre-rutabaga. Just throw caution in the wind.
Throw caution in the wind and just keep doing this. So,
well, it doesn't matter because we haven't even rutabaga'd yet.
Well, no, but there's been some good stuff.
I might pull some content out of this and move things around. Yeah. So when we actually edit this thing, what might happen
travel
is
may have occurred.
all kinds of fun out of order stuff. I think I want a rutabaga. I feel bad talking when we haven't rutabagged.
You know what? Rutabaga is just a state of mind.
Yeah, but it's not rutabaga till I say it. Let me ask you a question.
No.
I'm going to ask you a question.
No.
Are you ready? But are you ready?
Am I ready?
Are you ready?
When am I ready?
Just tell me if you're ready.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Well, you better get ready.
Because stuff is happening.
Wait, I forgot to ask them. Are you ready?
Oh, God. Oh.
I think they're ready. All right, well, this one goes out to you guys. Rutabaga.
Oh.
In 2016, two very different middle-aged men rediscovered their shared interest in Rubik's Cubes. One, a collector of obsolete calculating devices. The other, a lover of Elizabethan music. But both serial hobbyist nerds. Together, they are two old cubers. This is their story.
We rutabagged, which means we have to do the thing.
We did. No, well, I thought we were doing. What is the thing?
We have to do the thing.
What is the thing?
The thing is, you hang back for just a minute.
Oh, the thing is shut up, Dave.
And then I do the thing.
The thing is shut up, Dave.
And then you do the thing.
You don't say the thing.
Huh?
You didn't say shut up, Dave.
Well, no, I'm getting you ready for shut up, Dave.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, I'm ready.
Are you ready for shut up, Dave?
No, not
shut
really.
Up, Dave. Hello there, folks. Cranky Old Cuber here.
It's the dulcet tones
Who are you?
of Cranky Old Cuber.
Who are you?
I'm Cranky Dave.
Cranky Dave. Between the two of us, we're two old cubers, and welcome to the show.
But there are more than two old cubers.
Okay, I held it. Now that'll be good for editing, see? All right.
It'll never work that way.
All right, we're doing this
thing. There are more
thing.
than two old cubers. That was one of the things we established.
There do exist more than two old cubers.
There are more than two old cubers. We have pictures.
We do.
We have pictures.
We do. If you watch the comp vlog from Puget Sound Spring 2018. Did I get it all? I think I got it all. Yeah, Puget Sound Spring 2018.
Yeah, that one wasn't the 2.0 though.
No, it wasn't a 2.0. It
was
just Puget Sound Spring 2018.
Due to a weird accident with a time machine and a contraceptive.
Yeah, I don't
there
actually
were two
know.
winters.
Yeah, apparently. Yep.
What are we doing now?
I don't know. We need to do more freeform stupidity in the usual and customary manner.
I feel like we've already been doing the freeform stupidity in the usual and customary manner.
Do you want to just cut some of the stuff from earlier in as the freeform?
I kind of assumed that was what was going to happen.
Okay, that works for me.
And I also kind of assume you're going to leave this part in.
Oh, I'm totally leaving.
Yeah.
It's all going in.
Yeah.
It's all just going in.
Yeah, every time we say we fix it in post, we don't really fix it in post.
All right, well, let's do a thing. Let's see.
What's the thing we're doing now?
I don't know. We have 17 minutes left on this bit of camera. So we're going to do, are you ready for it?
I am. Just go.
Cue the follow-up.
Oh, that's right. We're going to have an interstitial.
There already has been one.
It already happened.
It already happened.
All right.
Okay.
Keep going.
So, you want to talk about the winner of the Bag Red?
Oh yeah, the Bag Red,
and how that all went,
and how that all went down,
and your piece of news from earlier.
Yeah. There was a little bit of suck involved with the Bag of Red. The thing is that I actually promised Greg that I would take care of the shipping, which was probably a mistake because Greg actually does a really good job of shipping things because he actually ships things. You know, as opposed to, but it's a low bar. I'd made you send all of my previous puzzles, and you paid for the postage. So I thought it was just fair that I do that, since I was sending it Well, I didn't care where I was sending it.
That is fair. That is fair.
So I said I was going to send it, and then I kept forgetting about it. And every time I remembered it, it was always at a time that I couldn't do anything about it. So I just felt bad and then worse. And I basically said, you know what? If I don't send it before the next competition, I am a low human being. I am a lower life form. If I can't get it done before the next competition, because there was a significant amount of time between the last 2 Old Cubers and the next competition we were going to go to.
And also now.
So finally I grab the bags and I go down to the local shipping place. And I'm also thinking, I feel bad. Now, also, what you have to know is that in between the last 2 Old Cubers and now, you mentioned you had the 3x4x5 and really talked it up.
Yep.
And I remember leaving the show and thinking, I'm gonna go get a 3x4x5. Greg is enjoying it. I will probably enjoy it. And in the process of ordering the 3x4x5, I also ordered a 4x4x6. Right? And I had a Fisher 4x4x6, but I'd never actually saw the 4x4x6, so the Fisher part of it just kind of made it more of a challenge than I wanted. So I got the 4x4x6 and was able to figure out how to solve it and was very pleased about that. But right after doing that last turn, you know, and I'm looking at it going, this was fun. This is a nice puzzle. And I just gave it a little R2, right?
Yeah, and it went.
And
what did
it dissolved. It just dissolved. And I've learned that feeling. I own a Bagua, so I am always on the lookout for that loss of integrity feeling, right?
Yep.
You know, where you just feel it giving away. And my reaction is to, when I'm playing with one of these puzzles, I have a bag nearby.
Yep.
And so
the Bagua, you almost want to solve inside the bag.
Yeah, you almost want to use one of those like handling radioactive materials. You put the hands in the rubber gloves and do it that way. And so
John Travolta shows up at some point.
It doesn't explode, but it starts to melt. Pieces are now falling off, and now I'm realizing if I move any more, pieces are going to fall off. So it's like I'm holding it like this, and I'm just grabbing a bag, and then, you know, trying to do that Ziploc, open it up and hold it open with one hand, or like, you know, you grab it with your teeth and you open it up, and then you try to get all the pieces in there without dumping any more. And I looked around and picked up all the other pieces, and I went, and that was just sitting there right next to the bag of red. And I thought, I am kind of angry at this puzzle right now.
Yep.
And I also feel bad that it has taken me this long. So let's throw in a bonus. And I was already sending him one large disassembled puzzle, so I decided to throw another one in. And I sent him the 4x4x6. And I felt good about it. And we got the message from there. We saw on the YouTube that he said, "Hey, it came here." Right?
Yep.
So mission accomplished. Mission accomplished.
Yep.
And just like saying mission accomplished, in the process of getting ready to come to this particular recording,
there's more to the story. And now the rest
putting
of the
everything in the bag. You know, all the things I want to do show and tell on. What cubes do I want to have with me? Where's the calendar cube? Where's the Bagua? I discover one piece of the 4x4x6.
And you're sure it's the 4x4x6.
It's the only thing with this shape.
Okay.
It's the only thing with this shape. And it's the only thing with that oblong shape that I have blown up within reason. So I have not only shipped him a disassembled puzzle, I shipped him a disassembled puzzle missing a piece. So I remember jokingly saying that I could not guarantee if all the pieces were in the red. I am actually relatively certain that every piece of the red is in that bag, because I counted them a few times myself before I even decided to give them away. I also know that 4x4x6 is not complete. So I apologize. I'm sorry.
We'll probably send that.
You try to do a good thing and you poop on somebody.
We'll probably send that piece out though, right?
Yeah, when I look at it again. Because remember, I tried to bring it here again, and it is now. Yeah. I have no idea where it ended up. Well, so we're just bad people. We'll figure it out. We are bad people.
We'll figure it out.
I am bad people. You are now the superior cuber.
Well, yes, and also I don't think we actually said it, but the winner of the bag red, which is what I'm calling it.
No, we never announced it because we haven't like taped anything since.
Well, no, I figured we'd say it today though.
Please say it.
The winner of the bag red, which you could figure out by going in the comments because it was the first rutabaga.
Yeah, he was the first rutabaga.
But little
did he know what he was getting into.
Was
Jacob with the cube.
We'll cue the shout out and the picture and all of that. It's going to be right about there.
Right about there.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, we'll put it. Wait. All right. So we've got a little bit of follow up. So the next thing I wanted to talk about though was we had talked in the past about, well, David talked in the past.
I had talked in the past
about how nobody,
I don't even know what I talked about.
How nobody watches past 15 minutes.
That was a provocative phrase.
Was it performative?
It was. Well, I said it in performance.
Was it prefricative?
I don't know the parts of speech well enough to know whether that was.
In any case,
I did know that was a part of speech. I didn't know that was a description of a sound. It's like a phoneme thing. I don't think it's a word. No,
fricative is a word. I'm not sure prefricative is.
Well, no, fricative.
Is it predictive?
Is it predictive? I don't know. Yeah. But
is it preternatural?
But no, I did make the joke that nobody watches past 15 minutes, and I've gotten a lot of people telling me it's almost like the second thing they tell me now.
I watched the whole thing.
Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
No, I watched past 15 minutes.
Yeah.
People are very defensive about watching past 15 minutes.
Well, let me tell you, one of our
which I'm happy they are. I'm happy they are. I like what that implies.
Yeah, one of our friends, Peter Preston, says he would watch 4-hour videos if we made them.
Well,
the only time he hasn't made it past 15 minutes was when his battery died on his phone at 12.
Well, which means.
But then he came back.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and I believe he also watched the last episode like 3 times. I don't know.
Well, I watched the episode.
Well, yeah, but
I will admit we watched the episodes multiple times.
So I watched the episode, most of it today, just so I could remember what we talked about last time.
That's the only way we know what we said, so that we actually make some sort of coordinated sense when we come on to the next one.
In any case,
I believe there's a lot of. Did I really say that?
Yeah, you did.
Did Greg really edit me that way?
You really did. You really did.
You are now the superior cuber. So
I believe what we are going to do is lose any self-consciousness we have about making long videos and just go for it.
Yeah.
Do we have any additional follow-up about Puget Sound Spring 2018?
Well, I don't think we actually, there was the vlog, but there wasn't really any, we didn't really talk about it. We didn't really talk about it.
We just kind of.
Yeah, because I didn't get a chance to, which I did earlier, which you'll probably insert here at this point, but talk about how judging was so important.
Oh yeah, I probably should insert that here, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll try to do that.
When you start going to comps, the one thing you regret is why didn't I go to one earlier? Right?
Yes.
You start regretting.
Yeah, we should have gone.
I mean,
way earlier.
I came this close to figuring out how to get in your car and go to Yakima with you. But
that could have been fun.
I figured even if there wasn't any room in the comp, I'd just sit and judge. Because you know what? Just go and judge. If you're paranoid about being able to compete, then don't compete. One of the things that's been true about every competition we've been to, is that they were always needing more judges. They were always needing more judges.
There are never enough judges. Especially after the first round of 3x3.
Yeah. And that's once the first round of 3x3 is done, you lose 2/3 of the people at the competition. They just file out the door. But I ended up just towards the end, just sitting down and not moving. I just didn't get up from between events.
That's what happened out at Yakima for me. I'd picked a chair and just sat there for a while.
Because
it was fun.
You know what? It's an easy job. If you've got half a brain, if you solve a cube, if you can identify a cube, you can judge. There are some judgment calls that may need to be made, but if you don't know, you raise your hand, the delegate comes over, everything gets straightened out.
Yeah, they will help you.
And really,
and they'll help you without giving you a bunch of
+2 is easy
crap.
to figure out.
Yeah, pretty simple.
There's +2 and there's DNF, and pretty much they're not hard to see.
Okay, but sometimes weird things happen. Like you're solving, right?
Yeah.
You're solving and solving and solving, and the timer stops. And you didn't touch it.
And you didn't touch it. I remember that. I remember that. Well, and
that happened to Lee and Yakima too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we know he didn't touch it because he solves standing
video.
up now.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Oh, we saw it. There was one other guy solving standing up at the
Yep.
He's got one more comp in between us right now, and so I can't. To me, it was the last competition. For you, it was like, oh, that's ancient.
It was last
history.
week.
Yeah.
Oh, Puget Sound. Yeah, 2018. Yeah, was a while ago.
But I remember
I
when
already
I was
put the
judging,
vlog up. It's been a while.
Judging the Cube finals, and one of the kids. Cube corners just
I was not in the Cube finals. I was not in the Cube finals.
No,
which
he was
sad.
not in the Cube finals.
Ooh,
this is nothing we need to announce, Greg.
Dude, I got to tell you this. This is the coolest thing. I was only 3 places out of being in the second round of 3x3.
How many people were in 3x3?
It was a round of 36, and I was 39 in the first round. And I don't know how many, but it was a good bit.
Wow.
We can go look. But 3 places.
I believe you.
3 places.
You know what? You got the vlog. Let me do my monologue first.
I got the vlog.
You did. You edited the vlog and put it up, and it says what you wanted to say.
I did. It did say what I wanted to say.
And I agree with everything that it said.
So if you haven't watched the vlog, go watch the vlog.
Go watch it right now. Wait.
Or you can listen to Dave's, boring recap.
I was just going to say that with a combination, there were a combination of events that were going on leading up to this competition. And let me just say that by the time we got to that competition, I really, really needed to go to a competition. I really needed to go to something that was as fun with, it seems kind of, damning with faint praise to say they were nice, but the people were really nice. I like the cubing community, and they seem to have accepted us in a way, right? Because we've been to single-digit number of competitions, and we get accepted like we've been to all of them, right? People ask us to go to other ones. And I know a certain amount of that is you're promoting your event. You want people to come to the event. But to me, there are certain events that I don't think are going to have any problem at all meeting their competition limit just because of who else is going there. I'm referring to we've already referred to the fact that in July, we're going to a competition just south of Everett. And that competition is going to have both Felix Zemdegs and Kevin Hayes there. I think just that fact is going to bring people to the competition.
But
the guy who's organizing the competition, Peter Preston, right?
Peter Preston
personally asked us to register.
He did,
and we're not competing for the podium. We're not there. We are holding down. No. We are holding down a spot on the other low side of the bell curve in competitions. So, and you would think that you would want to populate the thing with people who are real competition. Like this would draw in all the better cubers of an area. It's like to have a chance to go up against Kevin Hayes or Kevin Hayes or Felix.
Yeah, but when they find out we're going to be there, they're going to come for our personalities.
I appreciate the thing you're doing there.
Not for the competition. They're going to come because we're cool old guys.
But it's not like we hold court or anything. We just hang out
and be old.
Yeah. That's I'm
gonna go over there and sit down and be old.
Yeah. Although it was fun. It was fun talking to the other older guys that were there with us when we did the picture, because one of them made a point of saying, "Oh yeah, you're that guy that's faster than me," and it was funny because it mirrors every experience I had, which is you go to the competition and the young kids are going to be all over the place, mostly faster, right?
Oh yeah.
And so I'm not looking for you. I've already done this bit in a previous Two Old Cubers, but it's still true. You're looking for the other guy your age. You're looking because that's your competition. That's the guy you're going to go up with. And I remember meeting Kevin's mom, and who's around my age, I think, and who is faster than me, sadly enough, right?
Who, Lauren?
Yeah, no, not Lauren. Kevin Hayes' mom.
Oh, sorry. I totally spaced on who you were talking about.
Yeah. No, well, I know that Lauren's right there with us.
I kind of blew up a T-perm on this, and I had to figure it out, and I spaced out for a minute.
Okay, we're going to pause now for you, or are you going to... Because I said my bit.
You said your bit?
I said my bit.
That's it?
I found the cubing community very accepting and welcoming of us, and I find that warms my heart, and that came at a time that I was going through some... I was going through some bad times. So
Yeah,
I guess
difficulties.
Just
difficulties.
Well, I can talk about one of them now.
I mean,
it's about this time last year. You guys, I actually shot a couple of 2 Old Cubers around this time. But one of the things you didn't know is my mom passed.
Yeah.
And so we're coming on the anniversaries, and so that was kind of weighing on me. And so it wasn't when something bad happened in business. My company went through some hard times. And so I was not in a good place.
Well, you kind of had a bunch of stuff come together to just make life difficult for a while.
I was really looking forward to this weekend. And the competition came, and it was a really good experience. The people that helped me enjoy the competition have no idea how much I needed them to do that.
Yeah.
And they did that.
And the reason we're even bringing this up is because if you're out there thinking at all, I don't want to go to a competition. I
need
can't
to be this fast.
Yeah, I'm not fast enough to be at a competition.
You don't need to be this fast.
Yeah, you don't need to be anything other than a cuber that likes hanging out with other cubers. You don't have to feel like
you're not going to fit in because you meet the requirement. If you're interested in going to a competition, you already qualify.
Yep.
We wish we'd gone earlier.
Well, yeah,
it's that simple.
We do wish we'd gone earlier, but also a comp was like, well, for you, it was basically an elixir. I mean, really.
It was what I needed.
Yeah.
It was absolutely what I needed.
And
I hope Kit hears that, and I hope Lauren hears it, and I hope that... Who's the guy that went to the comp with you?
Oh, Matthew.
Matthew. I like Matthew. I'm really horrible with names, Matthew, but we interacted a lot, and I appreciated that. There are a lot of really good people in Pacific Northwest cubing.
There are. We can't necessarily speak for outside Pacific Northwest cubing because
we haven't been to any other ones.
We're the fair witness type, right? So I'm not going to say things I don't know.
There could be like this corner of the country where all cubing is bad.
It could just be Washington and Oregon and Idaho, or just and British Columbia, right? British Columbia.
But you know
we
what?
have plenty of Canadian cubers.
It probably isn't.
No, it's not. I think the cubing community at large
and
is
Sean
just
here from SpeedCubeReview.com can speak to what goes on in the Midwest. And
absolutely,
he always talks about really good stuff.
Yeah,
he's always really positive.
Yeah, he likes the cubing community. Yeah,
I'm gonna be willing to say that it's
Sean's
everywhere.
a pretty positive guy too.
Well,
right?
he is, but there's nothing wrong with that. I would like to be a positive
It's a good thing. I would love to be positive.
Instead,
all the time.
we're cranky.
Yep, we are cranky. I don't know if you noticed, but we're cranky.
We're cranky.
And old.
A little bit.
Just this much.
And we kind of cube.
We cube occasionally.
We kind of cube.
We claim to cube.
Cubing happens.
I don't know what else I need to say about Puget Sound Spring 2018 other than I really enjoyed it. Dave wasn't wrong. It was exactly what I needed on that day, too. And for reasons I'm not going to go into here right now, but just say was having a bad month got better.
Yeah.
And so
it's that simple.
And it got even better. This isn't follow up, but it even got better in Yakima. But I'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah. I'm a little jealous of this.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. There are like at least two different axes in which I am jealous of this.
You should be jealous of me.
Yeah. You are now the superior cuber.
So we've been in follow up for a while, but I have one more thing before we move on to a new business, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna like blow all the fun stuff here.
So on the last episode, we talked about the Vintage Computer Festival, and we talked about the Apple II Plus that I got, and I had promised videos about them. And you may have noticed no videos have been forthcoming. I'm still editing them. They're really, really long, and they turns out really long videos with lots and lots and lots of audio, kind of hard to edit.
There's a lot. You got to look at all of it. So essentially, he's got to watch himself.
And
You know, when you watch the video he puts together, you're getting a fairly sped up version, but he has to watch everything.
Yeah.
You have to log the tape. You have to know where the interesting things are, and you do trim it. But
oh, sure.
But the thing is, the stuff that you trimmed, you've watched multiple times now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I will be so tired of the Vintage Computer Festival and the building of my Apple II Plus by the time I'm done doing that it'd probably be pretty sad. But I'm still working on it. Those videos will come out eventually. I don't want to rush them. I want to make them decent. So that's kind of what's going on with those. So thus ends follow-up.
Really? Because we got a whole bunch of stuff that goes along with the Vintage Computer Festival.
Yeah, but that's in your...
No. I wanted that to be ours. I wanted that to be our thing, Greg.
Which hours? Which?
There's
which what?
This, which segues into a bunch of stuff, because we both have this and we both have this.
I thought you were going to talk about that stuff under
I know,
Cranky
but I
Dave's
said
corner.
earlier I thought we should merge these.
I don't know. What do we do? I don't know what to do. It's not the
Really,
plan.
you were just gonna
it's
like
not-
repeat yourself with that too?
It's not the plan.
It hasn't been the plan for a while.
Well, what do I have? What do we have under? What do we have under? So I was
what
going
are
to
the
show.
emergency procedures
I
for this?
forgot.
What's the checklist for not having a plan?
Okay.
My God!
Well, but
How about we just start talking about it?
we can't do a whole
We
video
both-
of follow up.
This isn't follow up.
Got it.
What?
Not follow up.
Really?
Okay.
Really? All of this for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
Not follow up.
I'm so proud.
This is not follow up.
That was some of my best work, man.
This is something new.
We both went to the Vintage Computer Festival F. We went to the VCF.
Yes, the VCF.
The VCF. And Greg and I
It's
both have it.
festival.
Well, you saw that earlier. You built the
Festival.
Kim thing, right? And it's a
Yep, the
it's,
Kim-
it's,
Kim
it's a
Uno.
6502, right? But it was a 6502 emulator.
Yes.
And you know what's better than an emulator?
the real thing.
An actual 6502.
The real
and,
thing.
and what we found out was this guy named Lee Hart put together a kit for an ID badge for the Vintage Computer Fair made on an actual 6502. And I ordered the kit and I built it. And I think after I bought the kit, but before I built it, you bought the kit.
That is correct.
And
everything else Lee Hart
and
sells.
hold that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold that up. And so this is what he's got now.
So I
And you'll
built
notice-
this kit. Oh, watch this. You're going to like
And you're going to
this.
want to put tape on the back of that, otherwise it'll short things on the board.
Oh, there is a piece of metal there, isn't
Yeah.
there? That's why I wasn't doing that. But there it is.
There it is running.
There it is. It's running.
I have mine saying something different now. Oh, the battery's
Oops.
just left. Yeah. It's a little sensitive.
It is.
But
I
anyway,
was touching stuff.
but what he's missing is the back that I 3D printed for mine.
Oh,
And
right.
so I
Well, look
3D
at
printed
you.
the back for him.
Looky there. And so it just kind of goes in there, huh?
I give and I give.
You do give
And
and
I
give and
give.
give. Yep.
I'm a giving person.
Dave's a giver,
But
and I'm
another-
just a taker.
Well, and another thing we both did was we went a little bit crazy with single board computer kits.
Oh, good Lord. I have so many kits right now.
Although one of the things we both bought technically isn't a single board computer, but kind of falls into that category. But this is another 6502 based computer. Mine is assembled. I also printed this tray for it. Greg's in the to be built.
Yep, mine's in
category.
the box. Well, it's in the Ziploc bag
Right,
because it came in a Ziploc bag.
right.
Yep.
And another system that we both found and kind of went overboard with is this fine piece of blinky light material over here.
It's the RC 2014.
RC 2014. It's a Z80 based retro computer. Each one of these cards is a single function. Like this is the microprocessor. This is the blinky light board. Literally, it's there just to blink lights. This is a wireless connection. I don't have it actually connected. to
Isn't
anything
that the
right now.
digital I/O board?
That is the digital I/O board.
Okay. I like the blinking lights board
yeah.
though. That's better.
Yeah, this is the clock. This this is the memory, the RAM and the ROM with that funky.
The RAM-ROM thing.
Yeah, yeah. And one of the things about these is that some of these you buy just the bare board.
Yep.
And then you have to go find the parts. And all the parts are easy to find. And one of the things that Greg and I have been doing is these parts aren't expensive. They're just annoying.
No, they're just hard to find.
And you can't buy just one because then the postage costs more than the part. And so you end up buying like a tube of them. So we end up with more parts than we need. But these are some of the hard to find parts for other kits that we both have.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is a VJ Edge connector. This is a propeller. This is...
it's not blue.
Move on. This is a propeller chip. This is a RAM chip, and this is an EEPROM. And the EEPROM is pre-programmed. I've already programmed that.
Oh, very nice.
Right. This
is it an EEPROM or an EEPROM?
It's an EEPROM.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's erasable. Oh, sorry, electrically erasable
read-only memory,
programmable read-only memory.
Yeah. And well, I guess as long as I'm handing things to you.
So Dave's gonna hand me things. Dave is basically blowing through all of Cranky Dave's corner right now.
Oh well, it's whatever you can put whatever interstitial.
No, I said not follow up.
Okay. Cranky Old Cuber wants to make a calendar cube.
I
have a bunch of calendar cube labels, and I finally found them.
Yay!
And I set one aside. I'm handing it to you.
Hooray.
I had to sign for those.
Yeah.
That's just a little weird. I'm ordering
Isn't that great?
stickers. I mean, they're coming from Bulgaria or Hungary or one of those former Soviet bloc nations. And it's just weird that it's a sticker. It cost me less than $10.
Yep.
And that's overselling it. And they made me sign it for it. It actually bounced to the post office once because there was nobody here to sign for it.
Wow. Okay, so this is really cool. I'm just going to call this out. The title of this thing is Rubik's Calendar Cube, okay? You see it right there? Well, probably not. But, and it actually says original design by Ideal Toy Corporation, 1981, Hollis, New York. That's kind of cool.
It's the right thing to do.
It is the right thing to do, and it's not even actually required by law.
No.
That's kind of neat.
But I'm not giving you all these things for free.
Oh. Well, that's too bad.
Yeah. No, I'm giving you...
Oh, do I got to do work?
I'm giving you all these things because I ordered that 3x4x5 because you were talking about how was your favorite cube at the time. Your favorite puzzle.
It was. It's a fun cube.
And that intrigued me.
Brick.
It's a brick. Yeah. The fact that it was
cuboid.
3 different dimensions was interesting, although it means there's only one axis in which you can do a quarter turn.
That is correct.
Everything else...
That is correct.
Everything else is half turns or it bandages.
It has some fun parodies and false equivalences on it too.
But as you might have been able to figure out by now, mine came unstickered. They came with stickers, but the stickers were not applied.
Which one is that? Where'd you get it?
It's the...
Is it the MF8?
Yeah.
It's the MF8.
I don't know why mine didn't have stickers.
Weird.
But okay, here is where Greg is a nice guy. He's such a nice guy that he has a hard time believing himself as having skills beyond somebody. And so when you try to compliment him, he goes into uncertainty mode. And when you ask him to, that cool thing you did for yourself, could you do it for me? He's like, you sure you want me to do it like that? And I'm like, isn't that exactly what I just requested?
I just asked you in
that
no uncertain
literally
terms.
the same words that I used.
Yep.
English. Do you speak it?
All right, now don't finish that. Do they speak English in what?
So I want him to set this up and sticker it with his shades.
Okay.
And what was your first reaction to that? Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, Greg, I'm not
shades?
sure.
I just wanted to show you the shades and make sure you knew what you were getting. Because they're a little weird. The best part is, these are just 3x3 stickers.
Yeah.
So easy. I probably actually have them laying around.
I remember, when you finally accepted the fact that I was going to make you do this, you were then like, well, it has to go back to the queue. I'm like, no, Greg, you must express sticker it right now.
Well, I have projects. Was that the end of follow-up? Is there more? Are there more things?
I don't know how you would count some of this stuff. I mean, there's I just got the Aoshi GTS because I wanted to get the Aoshi GTS. I've got this, which I think is going to be our first Rutabaga prize.
What the heck is this?
Unless you want it. If you want it, you can have it.
It's a Greg's. Oh, it's a Yushin and Greg's puzzle.
Yeah.
Was that a?
I
was
think
that
it's like a
was that the
Master's
free thing
Cube.
that you got?
Yeah, that was the $10 free thing.
No,
I
you
think
can
it's
give it
like
away.
a Master's Cube with a little inner thing.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. Okay. Well, you can give that away if you want. You want to just do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Just pick.
Tell them what it is.
I like 6x6s. It's one of those things where a new 6x6 comes out.
You're supposed to tell them what that is.
Well,
you're working on it. Okay, he's working on it.
I'm doing a bit.
You're doing a bit? Are you doing a bit?
I'm doing a bit.
Would you like me to hang back and let you do your bit?
It's your show, Greg.
Well,
you could
you hung back
mess
earlier.
up in the middle of the bit if you
hung
want
back
it,
earlier
it's your
and
show.
let me do the bit.
Okay, well, if that's what you wish to do. If that's what you wish to do.
I'm going to sit over here being happy and drinking my coffee while
So
you do your
I
bit.
was happy to hear that a new 6x6 was coming out. Now, I will say I am looking forward to the Haze series coming from Yushin. I have a feeling this is going to be a very expensive year for me with large cubes. But in the meantime, my first 6x6 was an Aoshi. And while, eventually I realized how much I didn't like it, there was still some about wanting to... I want people to make good 6x6s because then it makes all 6x6s better. And I heard that the Aoshi GTS was coming out. And I remember being disappointed with the Weichuang GTS and disappointed with the Weishi GTS. And so when I heard about the Aoshi, well, first off, the GTS is supposed to be the ultimate version of that cube. So you kind of expect it to be like the best of whatever, right? And it so wasn't with the Weishi. I really, really wanted to like it, but I didn't. And so the Aoshi was available, and all of this just to get to here. The Cubicle is starting to do a thing now where they have two items that you can buy. One of them is $5 and the other one is $10, but they're both random puzzles. The idea is you throw one of these into your cart, you pay the money, and they'll pick a random puzzle and they'll give it to you. And so when I ordered the Aoshi GTS, I threw a $10 random puzzle in the shopping cart, and this is what they sent me, which again looks like a purple Master's Cube with kind of a weird 3x3 thing going on that doesn't turn like a 3x3. But the intention was that since we gave away something last time, for a certain number of rutabagas, that we would do the same thing this time, and it would be this puzzle. And
it's a weird puzzle.
Yeah, to sort of sweeten the deal, I'll ask Greg to ship it.
Oh,
so
great.
Maybe it'll actually get there.
What that really means is Barb's going to ship it.
Well, thank you, Barb.
Yep.
Thank you for the favor that you will perform for me.
She's not watching.
Eventually we're going to have to do this.
We are going to have to do that. We'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
All right. So the way the giveaway is going to work is as soon as you're watching this video, down in the comments, you just have to say first rutabaga.
So it's the first one.
And the first person with the first rutabaga comment gets the cube. Okay? It's simple as that. Now, since we're doing giveaways, I also have a giveaway. This is a Mixup Cube. It's the white version with the pink and purple stickers. It's a pretty nice Mixup Cube. It works fine. I just finally got a hold of the black one with the stickers I like. And of course, I restickered it in my shades because, like you do. In any case, I do not need two Mixup Cubes. And I'm certain that somebody out there wants a Mixup Cube and doesn't want to buy it. So what you're going to do, the way this giveaway is going to work, if you want the Mixup Cube, put a comment on this video that says, give me the Mixup Cube, put you in a drawing, and I'll send it out to the winner. And I don't know, I'll let you know who that is, and I'll get a hold of you somehow.
Oh, they're all winners, Greg.
It'll be fine.
All of our fans are winners.
Of course. All right. Moving on. Oh, yeah, we wanted to talk about a bit about Xing Xiao, lube, big cubes, and specifically big minxes. So,
you gotta let me handle the Petaminx.
I'll go get it
on camera. I have to experience the Petaminx on camera.
I figure after we run out.
The real question is I'm almost certain the fact that they come out goopy. I'm sure that they will try to come up with a non-goopy process, but I think it's part of the reason why they move as well as they do.
Yeah, no, I think you hit the nail on the head. We were talking the other day, and the thing is, we were talking about the thing about how I'm always surprised. Well, not surprised, but I always note.
Not just you. That I want to point out. It's not just you.
But I always do. I always go, okay, this thing is goopy and got goobers all over it and everything, right? And then I have to get up and go find a towel and come back, and Dave laughs at that. But the thing is, then 10 minutes later, I'm turning this Minx, talking about how great it turns and how smooth it is.
Nobody seems to connect the fact. Nobody seems to connect the two.
We're thinking maybe one might have to do with the other.
Yeah,
that's all.
I mean, that's one thing that Yushin's doing better with these big cubes.
You want the Petaminx?
Right? Yeah. Bring the Petaminx over.
Keep talking.
But that's one thing that the Yushin is doing with the big cubes. That's actually why I believe we're entering a golden age of Yushin here. I'm really, really looking forward to the Haze series of big cubes that they're coming out with. You see,
microphone.
I have looked at this enough that it has destroyed my sense of scale, because I still think that's the same size as my Terraminx, and I know it's not. I know that it's huge.
I almost can't one hand pick up this puzzle.
Oh my god!
All right, Terraminx.
This is. Oh boy, this is just. You know, they did a really good job, and this is. This is so much. This is actually a lot better than I expected, and I expected it to be good. And part of it is I think it just feels good. It just in terms of the surfaces, and
that is a fantastic puzzle.
This has no right to turn as well as it does.
It is just
it has
a fantastic
no right
puzzle
to be as good of a puzzle.
And I'll tell you what we know now.
I'll tell you what. Let me solve it once, and then
yeah. Well, actually, I had a business idea.
This looks tiny now.
If you read the comments on my
videos, it's huge. This is an enormous puzzle.
If you read the comments on my videos, you'll know I had a business idea.
Yeah.
Expensive puzzle rental.
Yeah.
Because most people are only going to ever solve this thing once. So why not rent it out, let them solve it, and have them send it back?
You need to include scrambling valet service.
Oh, let me tell you something. Oh, yeah, you should send it to him scrambled, right?
Yeah. You're not missing anything by not scrambling.
Uh-oh. Okay, after these messages, we'll be right back.
Right back after these messages. I'm having a moment here.
When you push record on the Canon and it starts flashing little numbers at you, that's it telling you the CF card is about full.
You're done.
Yep.
You're done. Time to move on. Boy, the Terraminx is actually making me feel like I could just solve it recreationally again, when I think I've only solved it twice. Here I am talking about how good of a deal the Petaminx would be, and I still only solved my Terraminx twice.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
I solve that all the time.
Well, the thing is that I think what happened is we went right into a series of comps, and when we're in the middle of comps, I don't do as much big stuff.
I don't. When a comp's coming up, I want to practice, and
it's all about this.
Doesn't really help. That was pretty much that about lubing. All right, so here comes the fun part. So, Dave, what kind of Galaxy V2 do you have?
Oh, that's right. I have is the Cuber's home or the Cubing home?
Cuber's home, I believe.
Cuber's home.
I believe.
Yeah. When I ordered when the Galaxy V2 came out and I heard that it was not tiled, I was like, I want that, because I remember, I loved my Galaxy. It was the first Minx I ever really knew how to solve.
It's a good Minx.
But I got to a point, I dropped it once, and a couple tiles came off.
Yeah.
And then once you've done that once, it's like it jarred all of them loose, and I've just had a problem with them staying together so much now I keep it in a bag. Not like the bag red, but in one of those. But nice,
yeah, you store it in a bag so like that it doesn't clack around.
Cubing bag, right? And then when the V2 came out and I heard it was a little bit smaller, and I thought, hey, let's try that out. And I noticed that I think it was the Cubicle had the Cubing Home V2, which was magnetized.
And you didn't get a regular one, did you?
No, I never got a normal V2.
You went straight to
actually, I did. I got a concave.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I got the
that's
concave.
Right.
Which, what it does is it brings out all the things I hate about cheap plastic.
Oh, of course.
Whereas, like, the sculpted one,
the ridges make it much easier.
It feels harder. harder doesn't sound like it would be better for the plastic, but I think it is. It's grippier. Whereas the concave one feels more like that soft chi plastic. And I'm just not a fan.
Like the Warrior W plastic, or like the
No, like the Wu Shui.
Oh, okay. You don't like that?
Not anymore, no.
Oh, okay.
No. Once I got a decent blue, and once I got the Aosu.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You know.
Yeah,
but anyway, you asked me to bring this.
I did.
Please reveal to everybody why.
Well, okay. So this is basically a. Okay, so the best way to explain this is an aftermarket edition has been made to this cube.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was drop shipped to another company who then modified it, added magnets to it, and then shipped it to the cubicle. The cubicle shipped it to me.
Yep.
I brought it here.
Yep. So,
and such is the great circle of life.
This was magnetized by another service that does that.
Puzzle life.
I have here.
Then in the meantime,
a factory Galaxy V2 M. Okay.
X-Men Galaxy V2.
Yeah. M. And they magnetized it at the factory. Now, I don't think they did any setup. I suspect Cuber's Home has done setup because yours felt like it had lube in it.
It's got a lighter touch.
Yeah.
Feels like it's got a lighter touch.
Oh, yeah. The magnets in here are not as strong.
Yeah.
The magnets in here.
Those are clickier.
These are bumpier.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, I like this, but I've gotten used to it. So, but this is $30. And I don't know how much the CH one was. Do you remember? Was it about the same?
About the same amount.
So, if you want a magnetized Galaxy V2 and you don't want to magnetize it yourself, and I've had one of these apart, and I think you don't, unless you're just really adventurous, because
this isn't as bad as like a 6x6.
The corner magnets are harder.
I was just thinking in terms of reassembling it, not in terms of magnet placement.
Reassembly is easy. No, the problem is getting magnets that fit in the corner. So you can put giant magnets in the edges, but the corner only has a little bit of room, and I'm looking at 3x1 millimeter magnets, I think. In any case, you don't have much room in the corners. And so the factory magnetizing actually looks like it was done pretty well. So I recommend either one of these if you like a lighter magnet. I
haven't actually pulled one of these apart to look at it. Did you look at it?
Sure, yeah, I pulled mine apart.
No, I meant this one. Did you?
I did not, no. No, I do not disassemble another person's cube without their permission. That just seems rude.
Rule of thumb, children.
Seems rude. Cuber's Home was a cubicle, is that correct?
I don't know if it was cubicle. I bought it from the cubicle. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
that's where the Cuber's Home stuff is available. I haven't seen it anywhere else that I could get it. And the Galaxy V2 M factory version, which by the way has a different logo. It's gold. It's got a nice gold logo. You're not gonna be able to see that, but it does. It has a nice gold logo.
But in comparison, you can see it's different.
Yeah, you should be able to see that it's different. This is a black logo, and this is a gold logo. In any case, a little stronger magnet, a little weaker magnet. Both fantastic puzzles, though. And
it's a good Megaminx.
This one it feels like it comes a little more set up to me. It feels like there's a little bit of lube in there.
Yeah.
So when you get this one, it's pretty dry, and you'll probably want to drop some silk or something in there. In any case, both fabulous Megaminxes. I like this enough that I'm actually going to try to learn to solve it well enough to make cutoff. So, or not cutoff, time limit.
No, this is a good generation of Minxes.
And it's a little smaller than the V1, which actually my hands really, really like. So, highly recommend. But I wanted to do that comparison between the two because we both have different ones.
Yeah. I was curious myself.
Yep. All right. Thus ends the Megaminx comparison. That is the worst.
You did it though.
That was
You got it in before either timer quit.
That Wow.
Hey,
Wow. Oh, all right. Fine.
we suck.
We are terrible. Anyway, Dave got a 745.496. The 0.496.
745.496.
And I got I hate this, 934.893. So whatever.
His timer didn't turn off. That's what you got.
Yeah, well, my 2x2 to 5x5 PB is like 6.5. So
Yeah, we're both 6.5
Yeah.
around that. Yeah. You are now the superior cuber.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna fess up. We're actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just restart the camera.
Okay, go
Okay,
start the
I'm
camera.
gonna take a minute. I'll be right back, and then it's fess up time. Okay. So
What are you fessing up about?
I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, we're back. Hopefully you enjoyed those messages.
Oh, I wonder
and
when that
I don't know,
happened.
I'm just what?
Oh, my.
What'd you break?
Oh, it stopped being a blinky thing.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's now
It's a static
burning
thing.
light.
Yeah.
Burning
no,
lights.
It's just.
They're just on.
It's off now. I've turned it off.
Okay, so I did forget. I should have mentioned this earlier, probably, but I am running all the tech tonight because my sister Addie, who usually does all the tech and does a fantastic job, by
Does
the
a great
way,
job.
and we're kind of lost without her. But she has flown home to pack my mom's 2 cats, and my mom's dog, and stuff into my mom's Jeep Grand Cherokee
Road
to
trip.
drive her out here so she can spend the summer with us. So that's what we got going on, and that is why Addie is not here, and that is why all of this is
Are we going to be
probably
able
not-
to shoot this while she's here?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, she's coming on the channel.
Well, we need to do more remotes. We need to do more remote shooting, like when we set up all the stuff we did to do the Magnum opener.
Yeah, we should do that, although that's hard.
Well, yeah,
it's a lot of work.
That's why you do it once every 18 months.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So on our last video, we asked for a bunch of questions so that we could give a bunch of answers because, we're kind of struggling for content right now. So I figured that'd
We're
be a
not
good
struggling
idea,
for
right?
content. We're actually cutting content.
We're totally struggling for content. Oh, we're struggling for good content.
We're always struggling for good content.
In any case, here's the thing.
The never-ending quest for better content.
We got a bunch of questions, and so now you're going to get a bunch of answers. All right. We'll start with a question from Mystic, and we've probably asked and answered this question before, but we'll do it again because why not? So the question is, when did you start cubing?
1980,
Really?
when it first came out.
Pretty sure mine was 1981 because it was 7th grade.
Yeah.
So, but when did we start cubing again?
Jeez. Well,
I remember.
2 years ago. I'm trying to remember the date.
Not quite 2 years ago.
Well, it corresponds to a thing for you.
Yeah, 2016, right? It was
Was it 2016?
August, September 2016 was when.
Well, for me,
when I
happened,
noticed. For you, it was a little earlier.
Well, I lagged you. You lagged me by about like 3 months.
Oh, okay, that's
yeah,
about right.
Yeah, what happened
You probably
was
did start
there's
about 2
a
years
local
ago.
museum called the Museum of History and Industry here.
Mohi.
Mohi.
We have to do
We
that
haven't
every
worn
time.
that one out
We
yet.
have to do Mohi.
Mohi.
There you
They
go.
had a toy exhibit. We were leaving the museum and going through the gift shop, and there was one of the new Rubik's Cubes was there. And by new, I mean the plastic tile version. And by Rubik's Cube, I mean the cube made by Rubik. In other words, the bad one. And I remember thinking, oh, yeah, I know how to solve a cube. And then I remember running into a couple of last layer cases that I couldn't solve.
Yep.
And that pissed me off.
Yep.
And so I went looking for instructions on the internet because everything is on the internet.
Yeah, you
and
just
then
wanted to be able to solve
I
it.
just wanted to be able to not get stuck at the last layer again. It was after you and I had discovered that this was a mutual interest. But before we started doing this,
Yeah.
when we both sort of together decided, let's learn CFOP.
Oh, yeah. Because you got to learn CFOP.
Yeah, and well, I wanted to learn a better last layer method because the whole thing where you're doing this.
Dave hates twisting corners.
Well, I, you know what? I don't mind doing it on a cube. It's when you're doing it on a 5x5.
Yeah,
or you're
that's
doing
kind of a
it
problem.
on something bigger, where that movement just gets annoying. And
Yeah,
there are
'cause
much more efficient ways
Because
of
a
doing
G perm is super fun on a big cube.
it. You don't like G-perms on any cube. But anyway,
Continue.
But they can watch YouTube for the rest.
Yeah. I mean, that answers the question.
Yeah.
So we started cubing twice. Once was back in the day, and once was a couple of years ago.
Yep.
There you go.
And
Hey.
now we're inflicting ourselves on you.
Yep. And we don't even know why. Okay. We have a question from CubeStack, who, by the way, also has a YouTube channel, and you should definitely check it out because
Cool Cuber.
she's pretty cool. Anyway, she says, do you think you'll ever be sub 10 on a 3x3? Well, I have a one-word answer to this. Probably not.
That was more than one. Just stepping right into it, aren't I?
Yep.
You know what? I'd like to think so. I know that
Dave's never going to be sub 10 either.
No, I'm not. No, but it's possible I could be sub 20.
Absolutely.
I could see sub 20.
I think we can both be sub 20.
I see a lot of people who turn as fast as I do getting sub 20 because it's all about removing the hesitations.
Yep. No, I think we can both
smoothing out the transitions, recognizing faster.
I think we can definitely get our F2L good enough, the look ahead good enough that we could get sub 20.
Yeah.
But sub 10,
it's really F2L look ahead. That's the limiting factor right now for both of us.
Sub 10, that's
just a matter of our hands not being like that. I mean,
by the time,
you saw the way he did a Z perm. That's as fast as I'll ever do a Z perm.
Yeah.
And you see any of these other guys that are like, doing this.
Yeah,
and that's as long as it takes for him to do it.
I can't go that fast.
I can move that finger that fast, but to coordinate that with the rest of that, it ain't gonna happen.
No, it's all gone.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So, NWYF, I'm just gonna say it that way.
New York Youth Fellowship.
You know what? I can do as many. No, wow. All right. So NYWF, which is a little bit different from what I said earlier. NYWF says, is it weird that many IT people love metal and rock? I don't think it's weird at all.
It's been the way it's been.
It's been that way.
And it's not just that. I mean,
plenty of IT people like plenty of things.
We quoted the Iron Maiden, but we also quoted Spinal Tap, and you don't have to like metal like Spinal Tap. You just have to like humor.
Yeah, that's true.
And realize that weird situations like that show up in life all the time, and it's just fun to quote. But yeah, there seems to be
there's a bit of a circle there.
We're odd. Metal fans are a subgenre. They're not a mainstream. There was a time in the 80s when there was a mainstream metal.
Oh,
right? Yeah. But it's still always been niche. There's always been a little bit of a group. And same with cubing. And same with IT.
Yeah.
And you know what? Because it's been the way we've had to be, we are unafraid of doing things that are slightly unusual.
That's true. All right, well, let's move on to another question. Viewer Mitchell Johnson, subscriber Mitchell Johnson, says, was that a kind of Magnum PI A-Team intro? Why, yes.
Funny you should ask.
Yes, it was. It was definitely inspired by both of those, but
certainly wasn't as good looking. I'm totally messing up this cube.
Also, I kind of started from the music there, which was Kevin MacLeod. Yeah, Kevin MacLeod. So he had a really cool piece of music that had exactly the vibe that I wanted, and I started with that, and then I edited the video to basically fit that, and then I had the idea to put that kind of A-Team style intro at the beginning, and we were off and running. So yeah, thanks for noticing. It was a lot of fun to make. Okay, so viewer David McLeish, and hopefully I said that right, says McLeish. It's either McLeish or McLeish. No clues there.
Throat wobbler Mengrove.
Could be. In any case, the question is, have either of you tried any other modern 3x3x3 methods like Rue or ZZ, or you could just use Petrus?
I had a week affair with Rue.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you try Rue?
Before CFOP, actually. I actually made a run at Rue.
I tried to
because I was intimidated by the sheer number of F2L algos.
Yeah. I tried to intuit my way through a Rue solve once and got lost in the middle and just went back to CFOP because it's not, I don't know.
Because we're weak-willed.
Well, I have too many interests pulling me in too many directions, and I decided to stick with CFOP.
Well, we know when to cut bait.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, we're old guys. We don't got Like, we don't have time for that.
All right. Next question.
That's pretty much the question. Oh, Peter Preston had a bunch of questions, so I got to go to YouTube
So
here.
it's now we got to lead into that. Oh, we're almost done. Oh, but now we got a bunch.
No. I just got to find the video.
We're not making fun of Peter. We like Peter.
No.
Peter's
Peter's
cool.
awesome.
Peter's cool.
We just got to go. I got to go find the episode, and I got to go find the questions.
So there's homework, and you didn't do it.
There were so many questions that I decided I would just read it off of the thing. Okay.
Yeah, you had to hit the show more link.
Exactly. So, this is a good question. So Peter asks, if you had the hardware and methods in 1982 and no one else did, along with being younger, do you think you could have beaten the world record of 22.95?
Maybe, but I don't think that anybody would have noticed for me because I was living in a small town.
Exactly. Yeah. Probably, because if I were younger, I would be able to turn faster and probably think a little faster too.
I certainly would have obsessively worked on it.
I definitely would have tried. Yeah, we probably could have gotten that fast and no one would have noticed because there weren't really competitions.
There was no communication like
unless
this.
You could get on That's Incredible.
You know what? You have no idea how communication has changed in the time between our childhoods and now.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah, and
boy,
we could go off,
sound really old.
We could go off on a rant.
Day.
I'll tell you what, next episode, I'll bring the cane and we can wave our cane.
No.
It'll be great.
I could bring my old Motorola brick phone.
Let's see. He asks, I don't know if you already did this, but have you thought of trying to magnetize a cube higher than a 7x7? Well, yeah, I've certainly thought about it. Have you thought about it?
Well, yeah, but I know when to cut bait.
Well, I thought about it, and I started counting up the number of magnets it would require and how long that would take, and I'm like, nah.
Well, and there are other problems to solve, like getting into these corners. And didn't you break one of these?
Yeah. See, the thing is you'd have to magnetize.
You actually broke a Huanglong.
Yeah, you'd have to magnetize a Sheng Shao because these things you have to drill, and I'm definitely not drilling my 8x8.
Yeah.
So that's certainly true. Let's see. Another one. Have you ever thought of trying any other events? Interesting you should ask. I actually signed up for Megaminx at my next comp.
I signed up for Megaminx at my first comp, but knew that it wasn't going to even come close to
I signed up for Megaminx, and I fully intend on doing it.
Yeah, well,
I don't even care if I can make the cutoff. I'm going to try.
That's the right attitude.
Have you thought about trying any other...
Yeah, Megaminx.
Megaminx? Anything else? Square One? You don't want to do Square One?
You know what?
Scube? I tried Scube. I liked Scube. Scube's fun. You're not going to do Scube.
Is there room to talk yet?
Oh, go ahead. Oh, am I talking over you, Dave?
No more than our normal show.
Gosh, how rude of me.
I don't just shout over you like I normally do. I don't really like Square One. In fact, I plan to give away my Square One at some point. Pure Minx would be easy, but the tips would piss me off.
Yep.
No interest in clock. Maybe Scube, but no. You know what? I like the cubicle twisties.
Yeah.
The N by N's.
Yeah. What else do we got going on? Oh yeah, Peter Preston. Let's see if there were more questions. He had more questions.
He did have more questions.
Have you ever thought of having anything other than a fireplace behind you? Well, yeah, we have actually, and I'm building a new studio in the basement down here. Oh no, I do not. Well, okay, I do fear change. You're right, but this change is going to be good. We're going to get a dedicated studio down here eventually, and once we do, we'll have a green screen, and we'll be able to put all kinds of things behind us.
For each episode, we're going to actually burn a real vintage console. None of this green screen stuff. Like, the first one's going to be, and this is not working out in our favor.
Hey, we got a cat. Look, it's the cat. It's Alfie. All right. I want to make sure that we got Peter's questions.
Well, we can always make it up to him, too.
Let's see. What would it take for you to do a feet solve? That is
Dexterous feet.
No, money. Because even getting my shoes and socks off in front of people, this is not happening. Like ever.
I don't have the initial retching that a lot of people have when it comes to feet. It's valid. My feet won't do it.
My feet are just like, no, I don't want people looking at my feet.
No,
they're messed up.
If I started to solve, people would say, please stop.
That's the thing. But I don't want to subject anybody to that.
Not all feet are worth looking at.
There is one question left.
Ask the question.
So Peter wants to know, can we see your dogs that you say make noise, but I never hear them? Apparently, nobody hears the dogs, which is great because they feel really loud
I keep
down
telling
here
him
when
that every
we're doing.
time he complains about the dogs. I keep pointing out you guys never say anything about them.
Yeah, I'll make sure and introduce the dogs on camera at some point because they're nice dogs. They make a lot of noise.
They're derpy.
They're pretty derpy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. What are you barking at, buddy? Hello, Stitch. It's time to move on to closing thoughts because we need to be done.
Yes, we need to be done.
Would you like to be done, Dave?
I would like to be done.
Dave would like to be done.
I would like to be done.
So let's do this quickly. All right. So, comps.
Quicker than that.
Quicker than that? I can't go quicker than that. I'm old. And cranky and hungry. Okay. Comps. My next comp is Oregon State Favorites. It's a really cool comp. Every single event is available. You can only choose 4, but you could choose your favorite 4 WCA events, even clock.
I think it's a good arrangement. I think
it is a good arrangement.
How about Magic? Can you do Magic?
The time, I don't believe Magic is
no,
a
that's
thing
right.
anymore.
Magic isn't WCA
Magic is not an event. I
will never be champion.
I also believe the cutoffs and the time limits are very generous because of the choose 4.
Because you only get to choose 4. Yeah.
Hopefully, it's in Corvallis, Oregon. It's on the first weekend in June, and I will definitely put a link to it down in the description so you can find it.
Is Kit involved with that one?
Yeah, Kit will be there.
Okay. Well,
Kit's
I mean, he's involved.
I do not know if Kit is delegating or not. I would have to go look at the site, and we don't have time to do that.
Move on.
Now. So, moving on. Our next comp together is Snowco Spring 2018.
Something like that.
In Everett, middle of July. I think it's the week right before Nationals. Is that correct? That seems right.
You know what? I'll be honest. I don't even know when Nationals are.
I think it's the week after Snowco.
I believe you.
I believe so. In any case, that's a cool comp. And if you're at the comp, please come find us and say hi because we would love to meet you and hang with you. And
we think we're friendly.
Yeah, we're not as cranky as
we're
like
not
we might
gregarious.
seem. No, we're not gregarious.
We're introverted like the rest of you guys.
Pretty introverted.
Which is why you can approach us. We understand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Come say hi. We'll definitely not bite your head off or anything.
Yeah,
right?
we want to go hide too.
Yes, we do. Sometimes I just want to compete and then go in the blanket fort.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So, that's the middle of July. I'm not sure of the exact dates, but we'll also put a link to that down in the description. You got any other comps coming up for you?
No, not really.
Okay. We've lost our fire. It's time to go.
It's time to go.
I have one more thing. We are getting so close to 1024 subscribers. And as I said previously, when we get there, I'm going to do a big giveaway, and it's going to be a really good giveaway. I'll be doing 4 cubes. I'll be magnetizing them. There'll be 3x3s, probably your choice of an MF3RS2 or a GTS2.
I have nothing to do with this.
If neither of those float your boat, we can negotiate if you win. But the idea being whatever stickers you want or stickerless, going to build the cube, going to set the cube up, going to magnetize it, going to put a Cranky Old Cuber sticker on it, and it'll be yours free of charge just for being an awesome subscriber, okay? So whatever you can think of to do to get us to 1024 subscribers sooner rather than later, that would be awesome.
Bots.
Share the video.
Bots.
Tell your friends.
Follow bots.
Lie to them about how entertaining
we are.
Go
on the dark web and buy us followers.
Definitely, yeah. Buy some followers. We're at 938 right now, which is just amazing. So thank you everybody for watching this stuff. We really appreciate it. And I think with that, we're going to be done. Are you ready to be done?
I'm ready to be done.
Are you sure you're ready to be done?
I've been ready to be done.
Should we unrutabaga?
No.
No, you don't want to unrutabaga?
We'll just end.
All right, well, I'm going to end then.
Do some weird effect.
All right, sit back. I'm going to do the ending. Are you ready for the ending?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Here's the ending. So, that's it for our show. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you at the next video. Cheers. Say cheers, Dave.
Cheers, Dave.
Very good.
You are now the superior cuber.
We're about to go on a ride.
You see that? I skipped the 4-letter word.
You did. Good job. Nice. Keep that up. Let us know down in the comments if you're ready.
I'm holding in a fart, Greg.
That was for you too.